Hi, my name is Dell, and welcome to Comic Snags. Okay, I'm going to show you these comic books I got. I went to 3 different vendors, and this is the first stack. I believe this stack I got for $2 for $5. Okay, let's start you off with this issue here. This is Rune, the Silver Surfer. This is like a mashup with Malibu Comics, or let's say a crossover. Malibu Comics and was this Marvel Comics, and this is a great cover by Barry Windsor Smith. He actually created Rune as well. Now I picked up X-Men, the Hellfire Club #1. And I picked up Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Nuclear Twilight #1. Like I said, I pick up anything that is like some sort of movie related first. And then, of course, I picked up RoboCop versus Terminator #1. What an interesting crossover. And I picked up Dark Horse Presents number 59. This is a great Frank Miller cover, and I believe it has a little story on Sin City. Also picked up Dark Horse Presents number 54. It also has an excerpt from Frank Miller's Sin City, but it's also a minor key. This is the first appearance of John Byrne's Next-Men. Then there's Superman number 75. This is the Death of Superman. I actually have copies of this. Everybody does, but I do not have a 4th printing variant of it. And then I also found in that same collection the Man of Steel #1, and this is the first variant cover ever for comics. Robotech Masters #1. I am a big anime fan, and I loved Robotech growing up. In the last video, I believe I had found some Robotech #2 and the New Generation Robotech #1 as well. Those are actually my 2 favorite ones. Then I found this one. This is Robotech Masters #1, and this has the lead character is Dana. And if you haven't watched the series, Robotech, she is actually the first humanoid hybrid of a Zentradi and a human. I believe it's Max, and I forgot who the Zentradi's mother's name was. But yeah, she was a real interesting character. My only problem was that when her vehicle wasn't a plane or a cool bike that transformed, it was a tank. And I think that's what kind of stunted a lot of viewers, because we liked the high flying action of it, but the tank was just, was grounded, mobile, more story oriented, and of course this ended with a really sad cliffhanger. Then we have Tales of the Teen Titans number 63. This has no particular key importance. It was just a freaky cover. It's like an infinity mouth cover. It's so weird. It starts off with there's this Kid Flash, then Beast Boy, then Nightwing, then I think this is Starfire, and then ends with Trigun, or I don't know. They could be Raven. Transformed, who knows? But yeah, I thought that was such a freaky cover, man. I had to pick it up. Then I picked up the Twilight Zone #1. This is a great cover with Neil Adams. Another anime I loved growing up was Appleseed. This is book 1, volume 1. And I believe they actually remade an Appleseed again in like 2022 or something like that, or 2020, in which they made it 3D animated. But I saw it, but I still like the original one better. Also picked up the Uncanny X-Men number 298 to fill out my Uncanny X-Men run. And this is a minor key. This is the first appearance of Carmela Unisconi. Aliens #1, volume 2. This issue is awesome. I do like this Aliens one. This is from the original Dark Horse run for volume 2. And yeah, I just love the cover. Ghost and Batgirl #1 and Ghost and Batgirl #2. Another sort of little crossover event. This is Dark Horse and DC, of course. And let me see, I think a few months ago, I actually picked up the trade paperback of these 2 issues. So I'm glad to have the originals in my collection. I also picked up Piers Anthony's Incantations of Immortality on a Pale Horse. So Piers Anthony is like another author who I read a lot growing up, and so he had a couple series. I want to say there was like one that was like puns. It was like a fantasy world of puns. And wow, I forgot what the series title was that called. But Incantation of Immortality was more of a serious one, and I thought this was number 1, but this is actually book 2. So I can't. Hopefully, I'll go back to that collection again and search, and maybe I can find other issues of this run. Then RoboCop Last Stand, number 2. This is, of course, by Frank Miller. So I did pick this up, hoping to find a number 1, but I couldn't find it. So I found 2, and I think this is 2 of 5. So hopefully I find the other ones in that collection when I go back next time. And then I also picked up Storm number 1 with this great gold foil cover. All right, let me go get the next stack. All right, here we go. So this stack, I believe I picked up comics from different vendors. So this first one is Green Arrow number 2, number 5, number 4, and number 6. This is the Kevin Smith run, and as you can see, they're all signed by Kevin Smith, which was an awesome find for me. I think I paid $2 each comic book, which cost me like less than $10. Yeah, $8. And then I went to a different vendor and I found this small stack. I believe I paid $30 for the stack. So I thought it was a great deal. I found Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 10 with this great Doctor Doom cover. I found 2001 Space Odyssey. If you're not familiar with this movie, this is a film by Stanley Kubrick, a very interesting director to say the least. So I'm actually thrilled that I actually got to find this out there. Then I also found G.I. Joe number 53. Of course, it is a 25th anniversary cover. And then I also found the Transformers number 22. This is actually a minor key. This is the first appearance of the Stunticons, and it is also a 25th anniversary border frame, as you can see. I have to check to see how close I am to completing those, because I did, I don't have it in a video, but I did pick up the border frame of the Care Bears. Yeah, I found the Care Bears one. Maybe I'll edit it, me pulling out my collection afterwards. And then I picked up the full set of G.I. Joe and the Transformers. And this is, of course, we're all hungry to see the next movie after watching Transformers Rise of the Beast. You had that little Easter egg of the G.I. Joe and Transformers both living together. There's also a lot of heat with Image, with Void Rivals. But yeah, we're all excited to see this movie of G.I. Joe and Transformers, or at least I am. So that's 1, 2, 3, and number 4. All right. Okay, and I believe this final stack of comic books here I brought from my vendor friend of mine, and he lucked out and picked up this this incredible collection right when the swap meet opened, and then he decided to turn around and sell it in his booth, and you know, I came around and it's like, you know, you're not gonna believe this, but I bought these, and then he started giving me prices on them. So he gave me prices on them, and so this stack, I had to run to the ATM because I wanted some of these books so badly. I ran to the ATM, and I believe I paid $320 for this stack. When I get to the last book, you'll see why I paid that much. So we have the Man Called Nova number 11. This helps trying to fill out the original Nova run. And we have the Nova number 13. I believe this is a minor key. This is the first appearance of Crime Buster. And the Man Called Nova number 4, and this is also another minor key. This is the, who is this? The first appearance and origin of the Corruptor. As you can see, these aren't actually in very good condition. The whole collection that I bought it from wasn't in very good condition. There's some water damage. I would say that they're all roughly around the 5. And speaking of the 5, I picked up The Man Called Nova number 5 as well. Sure, and then we're starting off with like some of the cool things I found. This is the Black Panther number 2. This is a great, is this a Bronze Age? Yeah, this is all Bronze Age. And then the Black Panther number 3 as well. But you know what? In that collection, he also had the Black Panther number 1. And this is Minor Key. Oh, this is awesome. I didn't even read that. He's back. There's only Jack Kirby can do it. So I'm assuming this is a Jack Kirby cover. Yeah, it looks like a Jack. All of these look like Jack Kirby. So I'm actually excited I picked this up. This is a Major Key. This is his first solo title as well as the first appearance of the collectors. And now we're getting to the bread and butter. I got 3 comic books. And this was basically what the $300 went to. The rest were about $20. He gave me a good deal because I picked up these 3 comic books. And the first one is, like I said, they're not in perfect condition. They're about 5. This is X-Men number 100. This is a Minor Key. This is the first appearance. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is where the X-Men, the original X-Men, fight the new X-Men. And, you know, I think at the end, if I remember correctly, they're not the original. They're like humanoid sentinels, I believe. Then I also picked this one up. This is X-Men 103. This is another Minor Key. This is first, I think this is a cameo appearance of the Ken Naramani, as well as this is the first time Wolverine's name is mentioned as Logan. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. I had to have that in my collection. And for the last snag of the day, this is what he sold me for. Those last 2 were about $60 and $40, so that was $100. So this is where the other $200 went to, and you could probably have guessed it was X-Men number 101. This is the Major Key. This is the first appearance of Phoenix, which is awesome because I believe in this one they crash and then she comes out of the water in this one. This isn't like a very perfect cover. As you can see, I don't think that, yeah, I'm trying to see where the staples are on this one. I think it's probably in the back, so actually let's just take it out. I mean, it's not near mint, so let's go pull this out and just take a look. So 101, as you see, there's one staple here, and yeah, the other staples here. So it's actually aligned pretty correctly. I don't know if I want to open it up and go ahead and try to align it by pressing it. But I definitely will want to clean it. It is a little messed up right around here at the corner. Right here. Looked like it was like never in a bag and just sort of ripped and decayed. All the ends here, there is a small rip up here, as well as the back. The back looks like trash. But you know what? I was so excited about this book that I wanted it. I don't think anything's missing on the inside, which is good. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. There seems to be enough pages in there. 24, 25. Let's try to find those staples. Yep, there it is. Yeah, it goes from 16 to 17. Awesome. So I'm actually glad I found this. I every time I see this comic at a comic book store, and it's definitely when it's affordable, it's actually more trash than this one. I've seen it with like a whole side missing here, or like it completely faded. But yeah, this is a pretty a decent copy. I thought it would be a 5, but I probably rated it lower to like a 3 or a 4. But I'm still glad I had this one in my collection. All right, so that was the final snag of the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are new to the channel and you like all the stuff that I find at swap meets or comic books for cheap, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And for those returning viewers, thank you so much. I appreciate all the clicks on the likes and the comments. So have a terrific day. See you next time. Peace out. Oh, to make things easier, here's the next video over here, and over here is the subscribe button. All right, you guys, take care. See you next week. Peace out.